I feel like I'm losing to Zyla Vale's husband with Zyla Vale, but that's perfectly fine with me. But I really do like Zyla Vale because like she really does have she really has done good at accidentally being in the competition. Gracie Binion talked about Jesus. No, what happened is she told me about like her family and like she wants to marry her dad is her song and like but her dad like toured with a con artist who he's like famous because like God like struck the pulpit, like he walked on stage and the pulpit split in half. It's kind of like my world religions professor told me that like he saw a Buddhist monk like levitating, like sitting like in the lotus position, just like levitating in the air, and when he told me that I was like, I trust this guy. Like I believed him, but like you're still like, I believe you. But like she really, really loves her dad a lot, but her church leader might be Skrillex's twin, which we're not sure about. She's from Chattanooga. That's what like the mafia guy from Florida was talking about. Like he calls it Chattanooga. Or she lives there now, but she's from like she lived in Nashville. Like she's like connected to the Redding group that like I was just talking about, this drug trafficking and like sex trafficking group. Like she was like in this interview, she's talking about how she's friends with Jen Johnson and Stephanie Gretzinger, who are somehow on the list. And I have no idea how to deal with the fact that like I think you're probably bad. Like I've listened to you and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? This is like the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. And like I know that like what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hang out with Stephanie Gretzinger and I'm like, okay, like she's like the best clone or something like that. But like still like she's like the dumbest person I've ever heard in my life. Gracie's someone that like is homeschooled, like she like probably skipped all the grades. Like she knows that like she's in the music business and that is like her, like that's really like her like livelihood and her family's livelihood. And like, but like really like she sounds like she's like a crazy, crazy Jesus person. And that's why I wanted to move her down. But then I started thinking about Avril and I was like, Avril. Like, it's like, I know she's Avril right now, but she has plastic surgery. And then also like, I don't know if she's like the friendliest person. Like or like she might be too friendly, but like, it's still like, I don't know. Like Gracie, like, I don't know. She's pretty pleasant and she's like so cute, but then Avril's like I mean, I don't even realize Avril's cute because like I know Avril, but like I don't even know that I know Avril. So like I was saying, Gracie's parents toured with a con artist that was a religious con artist. Like he had the pulpit destroy, like, or he had like the pulpit like split in half by like God just striking the pulpit. And so this person would be my sister if you showed it to me and you said, do you know who that is? I'd say that's my sister. She's from Dave D. Taylor Miracles in America, Virtual Arena Miracle Crusade Trailer. It's an advertisement for this guy who like he's the most powerful magician of all time. He'd make great. Like the question is, does he make Gracie fall down? And the answer is, I don't think so. Like I think like my hope is that like Gracie is Mrs. Claus number 2, and that she's not a con artist. But I think it's like really scary because my sister, like her twin, is like they were like really serious human traffickers. That's what they got arrested for like literally enslaving people. Like they were forcing them to do call center work. Like I don't know if you heard the mafia person talk about like what was he going to do for a business? Well, I was going to open up a call center for AT&T. And everyone keeps saying they're going to open up a call center in the mafia. Like when I was listening to him, like, yeah, just open up a call center. And like they were forcing people to do call center work. I guess people that have worked in a call center understand. Point a gun to my head. Of course I'll call. Hi, can I scam you? Like, but they're actually like mind controllers. Like you never believe that a mind controller can get so much money out of a Christian. And that's like really like the concern there. But I think that like if I gave you my honest opinion, I think like she's wife material. But it's hard to explain how like she's like completely different than Poppy. But we have to understand that she's like a homeschool person with no education. Like It's like the Breaking Amish girl who can't who doesn't know 7 times 8. Oh man, I asked her a hard one probably. Do I know 7 times 8? No. Well, what I can do is 8 times 8 and say that's 64, and then I can subtract 8 or 7 from it. I can't do math. The last thing I want to mention about this interview is Gracie got very overwhelmed by the Holy Spirit or something like that. I can't remember. So what I thought she was describing was her getting horny because they're all sleeping over at her house. She's on the couch, he's on the floor, and he's very close to her or something. And then next thing you know, the Holy Spirit pounded her or something like that, or did some weird crap to her. It was weird. I guess she wasn't horny because she never really liked him. Apparently, they were just very close friends. And then she had a vision, and it was some weird thing that was explained, that she explained that I'll never remember what it was. And can you give someone a vision if you have neural interface technology? Can her pastor, can Skrillex give people visions? Can my brother's twin give people visions? Yes. Have I been given visions before? Yeah. And you know what I think about the vision? That's my opinion about that vision. Even though I am the bear, I do know it was a vision involving having sex and having a bloodline with someone, this Italian girl, that I didn't even know. And so I smoked mugwort and I had a lucid dream, and I've never had a lucid dream before, where it was it was real. And then this bear came up and then the dog chased it away. But all I'm saying is don't go with visions. Because Satan can give you visions. That's what you have to say if I listen to that girl talk, what I think I need to tell her is, look, Satan's giving you visions. Satan wants you to be with your husband because he's a demon. You don't understand how demons work. They're in your head. They put words in your head. That's the logos. And God tried to warn us. He says, don't blaspheme the Holy Spirit, because you should really be afraid of this technology because demons are there too. But really, Satan wants her to marry her husband and wants her to write sex songs about him. Sorry about the joke. I try not to go too far. If you overdo sex, you never believe that being naked to seduce me might not work as well if it wasn't in the Reddit form. So someone was really funny, and then I don't know. I'm not adding people to the list because they made a joke. Especially if you're running for Queen of America a little bit. I don't think I'm the only person that is pretty excited about seeing Catalina's ass today, because when I saw her ass, I knew for sure that she was a little person and that she's my elf, because her name's Pixie McGnarls. She's very talented. She can sing, and she plays guitar, and she's very pretty, and she's a little person, and I'm Santa, so she's actually my elf. Her name's Pixie McGnarls. So once I found that out, I was pretty excited about that. That's Taylor Alina. She's a little person. I have barely met her as a kid. And then there's Rainbow Satanica, who is my elf also, because no matter what, I'm sticking with Rainbow Satanica. So the real question is how many wives could I end up with? And the real answer is I don't know, because if I'm going by weird music, Poppy's pretty much the wife I need. And then once I hit Poppy, it's well, maybe Gracie could hang out and we could find out if she's cool enough. And and then I really feel I'm I do have elves around, and I have committed to having sex with Rainbow Satanica, which honestly gets you're when you know how little Mimi Mosh is, she's a virgin, and I think it's because she looks like a kid that much. Then it's I know I 100% would never ever doubt that I could have sex with you without a doubt, and do sex stuff, guaranteed it'd be no problem whatsoever. But at the same time, it's you're afraid to say you do it almost, because and that's why she's a virgin when she's actually that pretty. But the reality is I don't really care, because they're my little people and they're sticking with me. But Jessie Murph doesn't have a weird song. Jessie Harris has the weirdest song, and she wins if we're going by music. And Don Cherie wins. And Don Cherie probably should actually be like right next to Gracie, because like Dawn Cherie probably sounds a little bit smarter than Gracie. Tina Fey's twin like probably should be next to Poppy. No, she shouldn't. She'd be under Pixie McGnarls, and Pixie McGnarls would be in front of Taylor Alina. But Casey Hines really probably should be in front of Gracie, because Gracie is like a child of con artists, and like she doesn't notice that like she's from like a con artist group. Like, I mean, like I think she's just used to it. And Zella Day, like in reality, should be beating everyone. But Sydney, I think, like honestly, like ends up way up next to Gracie. And I think that like if I actually met Sydney, like I feel like Sydney's probably a little less weird. But that's because Gracie's like a homeschool kid, and like she's in like the like you're so pure, like in like that crowd.